Welcome students, myself Ms. Diksha Naik. I am Assistant Professor at Shri Malika Arjun and Shri Chetan Manju Desai College, Kankona, Goa. In this module, I will be discussing about structure of dicot root from Unit 2, Primary Structures of Organs. This is the outline of my topic, structure of dicot root consisting of epidermis, cortex, endodermis, pericycle, vascular bundle and pith. Learning outcomes. After completion of this unit, student will be able to identify different layers of dicot root. They will describe the different anatomical layers of dicot root. They will explain the structure of dicot root and they will also cite an illustration of dicot root. Dicot root anatomically shows the following layers. First one is epidermis, second cortex, third endodermis, fourth pericycle, fifth vascular bundle and sixth pith. Now we will be studying these layers in detail. First one is epidermis. Here you can see in the diagram, this layer is called as epidermis. This is the outermost layer of the root, also called as piliferous layer, epiblemma or rhizodermis. It is uniseriate, meaning it will consist of single row of cells. Here you can see in the diagram, it consists of single row of cells. The cells are barrel shaped, thin walled and parenchymatous. There are no intercellular spaces in between them. Here you can see the cells are tightly packed. Cuticle and stomata are also absent. Some epidermal cells comes out, here you can see some epidermal cells comes out to form unicellular root hairs. Next, functions of epidermis. It acts as the outermost boundary. It also provides protection to the root. The root hairs absorb water and nutrients from the soil. The next layer is cortex. Here you can see in the diagram, this is cortex. It is below the epidermis. The cells are thin walled, round or polygonal and parenchymatous. They are loosely packed with intercellular spaces in between them. Here you can see these are the intercellular spaces. There is no chloroplast. It contains starch, secretory structures, idioblast. The functions of cortex, it helps in transport of water from cortex to xylem. It facilitates air exchange, maintains root pressure, also stores food material as starch grains. The air cavities in the cortex of aquatic plants provide buoyancy. The third layer is endodermis. Here you can see this is endodermis, the third layer. It is inner to the cortex. It is uniseriate consisting of single row of cells. There are no intercellular spaces and it shows a special thickening at their anticlinal walls. This thickening is called as Casparian band. The Casparian band is made up of lignin and suberin. It does not allow free passage of water from cortex to the stele. The next is passage cell. Opposite to the protoxylem, there is a passage cell which helps in transport of water from cortex to the xylem. Functions of endodermis, it helps in regulation of movement of water from cortex to xylem. They also store starch grains. Next layer is pericycle. It is next to endodermis. Here you can see in the diagram, this is pericycle, which is inner to the endodermis. It is also outermost layer of vascular cylinder. It is either uniseriate or multiseriate. Uniseriate meaning it will consist of single row of cells, whereas multiseriate it will consist of many rows of cells. This condition is seen in two plants, Ficus bengalensis and Morus. The cells of pericycle are thin-walled and parenchymatous. Functions of pericycle is it gives rise to lateral roots and also phallogen called as cork cambium. Next layer is vascular bundle. Here you can see in the diagram, this is vascular bundle. The xylem, this is pink color is a xylem and a blue color is a phloem. The xylem and phloem together are called as vascular bundle. It is inner to the pericycle. Vascular bundles are radial. Radial meaning the xylem and phloem alternate with each other at different radii. Here you can see the xylem, phloem, they are alternating with each other. This condition is called as radial. They are limited in number, either diarch, triarch or tetrarch. Diarch meaning 2 vascular bundles, triarch 3 vascular bundles or tetrarch 4 vascular bundles. The xylem is exarch. Exarch meaning the metaxylem lies towards the center and the protoxylem lies towards the periphery. This condition is called as exarch. In between the xylem and phloem, there is a tissue called as conjunctive tissue, also called as connective tissue or complementary tissue. It is parenchymatous and provides mechanical support to the root. The functions of vascular tissue: xylem helps in conduction of water and minerals, phloem helps in conduction of food materials. Vascular bundles also provide mechanical support. Sixth layer is pith. Here you can see at the center, this is pith. In dicots, pith is usually absent. If present, it is very small. The cells of this is loosely packed and parenchymatous. Let's summarize. This is the structure of dicot root. The outermost layer is called epidermis. Some epidermal cells comes out to form root hairs. The epidermis is followed by a cortex. Cortex is followed by a endodermis consisting of Casparian band and passage cell. This passage cell helps in transport of water from cortex to xylem. The next layer is a pericycle. A pericycle is followed by a vascular bundle consisting of xylem and phloem. In between the xylem and phloem, there is a conjunctive tissue and the central layer is called as pith. It is usually absent in dicots and if present, it will be very small. So, this is all about the structure of dicot root. These are the references. Thank you.